Hey everybody, welcome back. If this is your first time stopping by and hitting that play button for me, my name's Karen, you're at the Loft, and that makes you wicked smart. It has been a crazy couple of weeks, but I am so happy to be spending some time with you today and bringing you this video. It is the 5th of the month, so that means it is time for the 5 under $5 challenge hosted by the adorable Emily at Farm Charm Chic. And this month's co-host is me. So make sure that you check out the whole playlist and go straight to Emily's channel and give her a big thank you for choosing me to be her co-host this month. I am super excited that I got picked especially for a Christmas DIY. So let's get right in to our first ornament. So this thing actually showed up in my backyard last winter and it was in really rough shape. So I just took it out and I spray painted the whole thing with a couple of coats of some white chalk paint. And now I'm going in with a dry brush with some crimson, and I'm going to go all over these raised details on the top and the bottom of this ornament with the red. And then the middle section I'm going to do with celery. And then I'm going to go over the whole thing with some antiquing wax just to kind of warm it up a little bit. I'm going to put some of these sprigs on that I have in my stash that have come off some stems from the Dollar Tree, a couple of little red berries, and a little bit of ribbon. And that is pretty much it for this little makeover. I don't know what happened. I think my battery on my camera just died because when I went to go shut it off after finishing this DIY, it was already off. So I wasn't really sure how long it had been off. So you miss a few little details at the very end where I go in and I end up painting the cap black, and I add a little black brad to that little bit of ribbon that I made the tag out of. So sit back and watch as the music plays. Okay, so I'm just making a cute little 4-loop bow here. And if you've not seen me do my bows before, I just do the simple pinch, pleat, and twist method. I know a lot of people do like the fold over method and take a little snip and add the wire, but I've never done that. This is the way that I've learned, and this is the way that I've always done it. And I'm just going to add that and the little tag and the little brad. And I think that's pretty much all you're going to see. I think this is right around where my battery dies. And you don't see me put the little tag on, or I end up, the very top part, I end up painting black. And then I add some jute for the hanger to hang it by. And I thought it came out so cute. Here I am just adding a couple of little berries on each side. I love these little frosted berries from the Dollar Tree. I think they're so cute. So I'm going to show you in the reveal. I'm going to show you all of them at the end, but I'll show you a little picture of each one after I finish them. But I took them all into the shop, and I took a little video of them on the tree. So here it is, all finished. Super cute, right? I love it. All right, so let's get into the second ornament. And for this one, I'm going to use my air dry clay and this mold that I have of trim borders. And I'm going to pick the ones that have kind of a, I don't want to say twisty, but they have like kind of different sectioned pattern. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to fill it all up with my air dry clay, and I'm going to bend them into a candy cane shape. And then I'm just going to let them dry. And then I paint them up with red and white. So the patterns that I was picking are the ones that I thought would be the easiest to paint in like a stripy pattern. So I'm just rolling it out like we used to when we were kids, making little worms or hot dogs or whatever you called it when we used to play with Play-Doh. And I'm going to fill up this mold, scrape it down with my spatula, and get the ones filled up that I want to use. Flip it over. I do make a couple of extra because I needed some for another DIY that at this point I'm probably not going to get to this Christmas, but in any case, I have them for the future. And then, so the fun part with these is after I get them all painted red and white, I go in and I load them up with some Mod Podge, and I sprinkle on my vintage Christmas snow, which, if you haven't seen my last couple of videos, is just a pack of the Dollar Tree faux snow, a little pack of their red, I forget what they call it. They don't call them sequins or glitter. I forget what they call it. It's like really chunky glitter, and it comes with green and red. So I use the red package and a little bit of cinnamon, and that's it. And here are the extra ones here that I put aside for the other DIY that I don't think I'm going to get to. And then on the left, you can see there that I've already painted the ones red and white. So you see what I mean by I picked the patterns that would look good, kind of striped. I end up breaking one, so I end up with only 3 of them in my little ornament. And here's my jar of my vintage Christmas snow. And I'm going to go in and get them all glittered up and sparkly. I don't think my lighting is doing these any justice. They come out So glittery and so pretty and so crusty and icy looking. I just love how they come out. I found these bags. Did you guys find these bags in your Dollar Tree this season? They were so cute. And the second I saw them, I knew that I wanted to fill them up with some kind of candy canes. They're just adorable. And I even have another idea for next year, and I hope I can get my hands on some more. So, excuse me. Anyways, I'm going to take these garland stems from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to cut them up and I'm just going to stuff them into this bag, and I'm going to add the candy canes and a couple of little frosty sprigs that I find in my bag of scraps. And then before I pull the drawstrings and close it tight, I'm going to add some hot glue to kind of keep it all in place. And then I use the drawstrings in the back as the hanger to hang it on the tree. And then I just add a little bit of baker's twine around the top and tighten that up a little bit more. And I want you to watch as I finish off the bow on the baker's twine. There's a couple little things that I do every time I work with baker's twine. I always knot my ends. If it's going to be something that's going to be on something that I make that's going to be sold, I knot my ends because the twine will always fray, always. And then I glue my knot. And after I do that, I dot a couple of little dots of glue along the loops, and I kind of work it in with my fingers, and it kind of stiffens it up so the loops of your twine bows will stay nice and perky. And you can watch how I do that here. I love this one. I think this one might be my favorite. The vintagey feel of the burlap and the candy cane. It just tugs at my heartstrings. I love this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And let's get on to DIY number 3. So, I got this disc ornament at Michael's, but they have them at at Dollar Tree. My local Dollar Tree didn't have any. So I got mine at Michael's. And I made this little paper cone because I'm going to pour some of the glitter snow inside about halfway. So every year I get asked for memorial ornaments that I can personalize with someone's name on it. And this is a new one this year. You'll see the next ornament that I make is one that I've been making for probably the last 15 years. I always run out of them every Christmas. Everybody loves them. But this one is something new, and It's very simple, but it's just so, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the peacefulness of the snow and just the simpleness of just this little glittery sprig of green that I'm putting in there with a couple of little berries, and that's it. I'm going to glue on the cap because I like to do that if I fill an ornament with something. I like to secure the cap because I wouldn't want the cap to come off and make a mess. And then I'm going to hot glue the whole top of it, and I'm going to put some snow on the outside to get it all crusty and icy, and that will also help keep that cap on. Now here I'm going to go use some baker's twine. I'm going to add a hanger with that, and then I found these 3-pack. It's little, they're metal, little square metal ornaments, mini ornaments. They come in a pack of 3 from Walmart, and each one of them has a different print of a cardinal on that. And I'm going to add that to the top. It's going to hang off the side of this ornament. But along the bottom half, down by where the snow is, I made this little decal on my Cricut that says, "I am always with you." And I have my Cricut at the shop. So if somebody requests a name, I can print out a name with my Cricut and put that on the back of this ornament. So I'm going to put a new hanger on this. I'm going to use some of the red baker's twine, and I'm going to tie it to the metal hanger, and I'm going to leave it just a little bit long enough so that it hangs in front of the ornament, and I give it a little bit of glue just to make sure that it stays in place. And this is it. This is how it looks in the end. So simple. I really, really like this one. So this one, I used to get these rocking chairs at my favorite little place, AC Moore, before they closed, and I would get them unfinished. And when they closed their store, they gave me a ton on closing day for free, and I've gone through all of them. And I used to have to paint every single rung by hand, and it wasn't fun, and I didn't really look forward to it every year, but everybody loved them. So I found these already painted. Saves me so much time, and I print out the Christmas in Heaven poem about the empty chair, and I size it down to make this little tag to hang off the side of the chair, and I just mount it to this felt, and the seat on these are nice and wide so that you can add a name of a loved one if you want. So right here I'm adding a little bit of twine, and I'm going to sandwich that in between the cardstock and the felt so that I can hang it off of the side of the chair. And here is this one, all finished, hanging on the tree at the shop. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to take you for a little trip around the shop and show you some of the things that I had in there on opening day. So if you watched me last year, you might have heard me say that I really wanted to try some flocked ornaments, and I just never got around to doing it. So you're going to need to get yourself some Nice, smooth, round ornaments, plastic or glass. They don't have to be clear. They can be any color. They can be old ornaments. Those first two I've already used in a different DIY that I had painted and didn't really like the way they came out. I pulled out some of my favorite neutral colors of spray paint, and I am going to give these a try, and you're going to need some baking soda. And I found that the best way to do this is to put it in a shaker. You get a nice even pour when when it comes time to coat your ornaments. You're going to need some dowels, and you're going to need something to stand them up in to dry. I have a little bucket off to the side. And I also have like a little spray station cardboard box situation off to the side. I didn't want to do that near the lens of my camera, so you won't actually see me spraying them. But this was some trial and error. This was the first one I did, and I did spray too much paint, and it did kind of start to kind of puddle, and you could kind of see a line where the paint was a little bit thicker. This one, I'm not really sure what happened. I think there might have been something on the outside of the ornament, because it ended up looking a little bit more textured to me. But by the time I got to this one, I was having more luck. And the key, you have to use spray paint. Don't even try and do this with a brush, because you just won't get the smooth finish that you need. So that's number one, okay? Spray paint. Even, nice, even, quick coat. This is the ribbon I'm going to be using. Baking soda in a shaker, and that's about it. So when I put the dowel in, you can see that there's some wiggle room, and the ball spins around. I do not want that to happen, because I need better control. So I wrap it with some paper towel so that it's nice and tight. And the way that I'm going to get this done nice and evenly and quickly, because you got to get the baking soda on fairly quickly, I'm going to hold the can back in one hand, about 8 to 10 inches, and I'm going to spin the ball in my other hand as I'm spraying. Okay, now you can see again, I don't know, maybe it's the green. Maybe the green just came out that way, but it's dripping. It should not be dripping. Okay, but I managed to kind of roll it around a little bit so that it doesn't puddle up in any areas on the ornament. And I just go to town and get on a bunch of baking soda. Now, your instinct is going to want to be to tap it off before you put it in your situation where you're going to keep it standing. Don't do that, okay? That's another thing. That's another tip. Don't tap any of it off. Get it as coated as you can and just put it aside and leave it, okay? So I'm going to do that for all three colors. I'm going to do the same thing. Now, another thing that I learned is you absolutely have to walk away, and it's the hardest, because you're eager to see the results, but you really want to let them really, really dry. So I think one of the ones I tried to take the soft brush and brush off the baking soda a little bit too quick, and I got a very patchy, uneven finish on it. So with this batch, I actually let them sit overnight. I just got on to another couple of projects, and I just put them out of my sight, and I didn't even think about them until the next day. So if you can do that, if you have the patience and you can do that, you'll get the best results. So for the toppers, I'm just taking them and I'm softening them up a little bit with some rub and buff and some antique gold. And I think they just complement this soft, velvety texture of these ornaments so nicely. And I will try and link this ribbon that I got on Amazon. We use this a lot at Christmas time. Comes in a big roll, so you get a lot of bang for your buck, and it's velvet on both sides. It's not just one-sided. It's super, super pretty. It really kicks your project up a notch. And I will say that I don't think it's a good idea to put these on a tree, Although I think that, especially in these colors, for me, a whole tree done with these balls in different sizes would be stunning. But for sure, the branches of your tree being moved around here and there, what have you, is going to scratch it off. So you will see that I staged them in a metal tobacco crate with some fresh greens, and they're just laying there. And I think it makes a beautiful centerpiece. These would also look gorgeous in a dough bowl or like a round wooden bowl that you may have laying around. They're just super, super pretty, and I'm really thrilled at the way that they turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know if you guys have a favorite or if you're going to try, or maybe you've already tried this and maybe you have some tips too that, that you learned along the way. So here they are finished. I absolutely love them. I think they look so high end, and I really want to try them again with some other colors. But this finish and this technique is so, so pretty. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys want to help your girl out, I would really appreciate you spreading the joy and sprinkle this video about and help me get to 10,000 subscribers. I am so close, you guys. That would be the best Christmas present. Let's see if this video can't get me there. So if you found some value in today's tutorials, if you know anybody that you think that might enjoy them, please share the love. I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. I need to give a very special thank you to Emily for choosing me to be her co-host this month. Please make sure that you go click on that playlist and follow everybody for all your inspiration for some ornaments this year, and share the love. So before you click away, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a video from my space the night before we opened, when everything was all filled up and looking pretty. So here it is, my happy place. Hi guys, it's the night before our opening day, and I'm going to take you for a walk through the loft. Here's Woody, front and center, waiting to greet you when you walk up the stairs to my space. Okay. My favorite, one of my favorites right there, the Dollar Tree mini tree skirts. I forget where we got these little trees, but I just put like a little sack on them and a little velvet ribbon with those cute little tags that you can find at Walmart. I did film this DIY, and I'm hoping that I can bring it to you. That snowman is from Hobby Lobby. The hat is from Walmart. The base is a base that I did over from Dollar General. Here's a centerpiece that I did with those gold hoops that were left over from the fundraiser that I worked on last year. I have a whole bunch of them, and wait till you see what I did with some of the other ones. Here's a cute little nutcracker that I painted from, I believe that was from Michael's. Here's a huge canvas that I did. That's Fraser. He's our little mascot here at the farm. I thrifted those boots. That's a Dollar Tree tree. Two Dollar Tree trees. And then I knitted made his little hat. Did him kind of the same. Those boots, I think they were from Target. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But here's some cute little cardinal DIYs. That's almost all Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree candlestick, the little lantern, the little wood base. Here's another little Dollar Tree candlestick. This little snowman, I believe, was a Walmart ornament. And I put him on a Dollar Tree base. This joy sign was burgundy, dark burgundy, with a black vase, and I did that over. Added a couple little cardinals and a candlestick light. Flocked Christmas tree from Dollar General. Not sure where I got that bucket, but that's really cute. I really like the red enamel look around the top. Really cute. Alright, where else can we take you? Want to see my mantle? Alright, let's see. Here's a wreath that I did. Those little trees light up. They're so cute. There's one thing that I never pass on, and it is any bottle or vase or candle jar from the Dollar Tree that's textured. This was actually a perfume bottle, and I saved the little glass stopper that was on the top because when you paint them and you sand them back, I love the texture that it reveals. These are those signs that I made. I did a video on these, how I did all of these, and I made them all reversible. So one side is for fall and the other side is for winter. Right? Why not leave them out for a couple seasons? This one I love. I think I got this sign. This sign was just plain. It was just this part. I added the base and I added the little finial and I did a color match to match the stain on the wood. And then I flipped it over and I wanted to, sorry guys, I wanted to do something on the back. So they had to add this little extra wood piece because this is actually metal and it's actually screwed in. So they had to add a little bit of wood on the back for reinforcement. So I just turned that into a little sign with my Cricut. I love that. Love that orange so much. All right. These are really cute little gift boxes that I just put some trees and some snow on the top. Makes an extra cute gift. I hand paint these trays. A friend of mine makes them for me out of solid oak, and I do all the lettering and stuff by hand. These go fast. I make these constantly while the shop is open. My garland. You might recognize him. Love him. These are the Dollar Tree snowflake cutouts that I put on some old spindles. I'm not quite done with him yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I think I'm going to make an arrangement in that wreath. He is from Michael's. I believe I have a tutorial for this guy. The bottom candle lights up. Those are the bamboo hoops from Dollar Tree. Here's some more of those textured bottles that I get from the Dollar Tree. I never pass them up. I absolutely love them. I loved this DIY. I love these snowman buckets. I got a whole bunch of them after they were marked down last year at Christmas, and just added some styrofoam balls, rolled them in the glitter snow, added a cute little tag with my Cricut. Made some cone trees with the Dollar Tree cones. That snowflake, I don't, I think I did do a tutorial now that I say that. I got the idea from Natalie at Design to the Nines. It's 3 of the cutouts, and you cut 2 of them in half, and then you kind of glue them on at an angle to make it 3D. This is a reverse. I don't know what just happened there. I lost my battery. But I did the Dollar Tree cutouts to make them look like cookies. Okay, these little North Pole poles are, you know what they are. They're pool noodles. Here is the not the Dollar Tree, what am I saying? The Walmart Viral Jumbo Gingerbread Cookie Cutter. I did do a tutorial on that. That's on my channel. Most of these I think are on my channel. I did a cute little TikTok. I haven't released it yet. I haven't put it together yet for that little gift idea with the gingerbread cutting board. North Pole Baking Company. I love that nutcracker. The gingerbread nutcracker. I got a bunch of, I got a pack of 6 drums ornaments at a consignment shop, and they were ugly. They were red glitter with gold, and I gave that one a little makeover. There's my little gingerbread topiaries. I just whipped up some of these today. We had a bunch of old apothecary jars and medicine jars. And I just stuck a bunch of trees in a bunch of different ones. Some of these were really cool to go through and look at all the embossing on them. Thought those were really, really fun. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, so a friend of mine did these spindle cutting boards for me. And I just added some hand kitchen towels and cute little spatulas. Those are all from the Dollar General. The towels and the spatulas are from the Dollar General. Those are my bells. Those are not for sale. Started doing a little bit of furniture this year. Got a couple little small pieces for sale. Gotta finish that mirror. This was a fun DIY. This was an old piece of barnwood, and this was one of my first Cricut projects that I did. So that's one of the Dollar Tree trees, and you just kind of, you pull all the branches forward, and then I made that cute little box with one of the Dollar Tree boxes and some coffee stirrers. Cute little lantern that I added a tag and some fairy lights to. I believe I got that at the Target dollar spot. And these little triangle frames from the Dollar Tree. I have a couple left. I absolutely love, love, love turning these into Christmas decor. Look at how cute that little tree is in the wood bead. And those little candlesticks are from the Hobby Lobby. And here's one of the 3D snowflakes that I put on an old pedestal. All right, so let me show you. There's a look going out. That's my space. Let me show you what I did with the Dollar Tree brass hoops, you guys. So I have been eyeballing this. This is twice the size of the one from Walmart, but I have been eyeballing the black wire snowman from Walmart. This would have been the 3rd year, and I almost thought I scored one, and when I added it to my cart, it said there was one in inventory at my local store, and I added it to cart, and then the next morning I woke up to a message that it was not available. So this is those gold hoops that I had left over from the fundraiser from the centerpieces that I worked on. This size is the large size of the Dollar Tree brass rings. And I took the medium and the small and I made a smaller one, a smaller version of this. But this looks absolutely gorgeous in an urn. And those candles are indoor outdoor. So you could put it outside, although I don't know if I would. Because they're not glued down, they're not really secure. If you live somewhere where it's windy and blustery in the wintertime, it probably wouldn't last long. But I absolutely love that, and I can't wait to get the small one done. So I think that is pretty much it, you guys. So let me take you through this way. This tree was really cool. I found this yarn at Dollar Tree, and I picked it. I grabbed it because of the color. I absolutely love the color. But the fun thing was when I started to wrap it on this tree, it started doing that kind of swirly thing all by itself. Very cool. Okay, so this little rocking horse was white. Came from a consignment shop. A friend of mine gifted it to me. Painted it black and went over it with some rub and buff. That little lantern was also from a consignment shop. And yeah, just put, I don't know if you can read that. It says, "Let it snow." It lights up. I put fairy lights under the snow. This is another one of those lanterns from Target, the Target dollar spot that I made these little tags with the Dollar Tree leather to match the leather, and it also conceals the battery pack for these. Let's see if I can get it on. Look how cute. Cute little winter wonderland. I thought that reindeer was just adorable. So let me take you over here to this canvas. This canvas is big. It's 3 feet wide by 4 feet tall. Comes up past my shoulders. And I just painted it black and drew on this twiggy tree and then added all of these little boxes. I had to order them online because I couldn't get enough of them at the Dollar Tree. And then number 25 is a little present waiting for you under the tree on Christmas morning. The numbers are scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. This is the second one I made. The first one I made flew right out the door. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my tour of my happy space. I wish I could bring all of you here to experience the magic of Lily Mac Farm. It really is a very special place where we witness random acts of kindness on the daily. So there you go, guys. A little glimpse into my world. So there you go. Merry Christmas, everybody.